Let's get into it. Coach Colin news. Let's get another case of TDS. Oh, that Trump derangement syndrome, man. I'm telling you, the strain of Trump derangement syndrome. This strain is strong. This is a strong strain. I'm telling you, you got to be in bed for a few weeks if you catch this strain. I'm telling you, you catch this strain and out of nowhere, it's very painful. A nose ring, one of those ones that goes from both sides, it forms out of your nose. And then all of a sudden you get spacers in your ears, your hair falls out. But it's okay because immediately it grows back, but it's bright green. It's crazy what happens. Okay, this woman, she has a really bad case of TDS. Okay, her hair hasn't turned green yet, but I think it's about to kick in. It happens in the mouth first, and then everything just falls apart. It's wild. And then the next thing you know, Keith Olbermann and Rosie O'Donnell look like the same person. I'm telling you, it's weird what happens to people. They morph and they change. Even this woman right now, the glasses have already started. She doesn't even wear glasses. They just formed. It's like becoming a werewolf. It's becoming a woke wolf. Oh, I'm going to tell that one on stage. A woke wolf. Let's get into the latest TDS victim. Oh, it's sad to see. Listen to what she has to say about what's going to happen when Donald Trump gets reelected.
As soon as he takes the oath, he will have generals walk down the steps of the Capitol. He will take a hammer and break the glass where the Constitution is, and he will tear it up in our faces. And say, now, I'm the king of the fucking world. You will bow down, bitches. He will punish everybody that didn't vote for him. Let me tell y'all how I know this shit. I know it because I know what mental illness looks like. That mania is unstoppable. See, this motherfucker's Hitler. He didn't come to play.
That person who's interviewing her going, you have committed the worst crime of all. You're just allowing that to happen. He's going to send generals down the steps of the Capitol. Why generals? Why not soldiers? I don't understand. He's gonna have just so you know how serious it is. It's not gonna be soldiers. It's gonna be generals. You know how old generals are, right? Like, you understand what you're saying, right? And then he's gonna take a hammer. Not gonna have one of those generals do it. He's gonna do it himself. He's gonna be like, I got a hammer, and we're all gonna be like, no, don't do it. And he's gonna be like, give me the Constitution. Absolutely ridiculous. She is talking about Trump, but honestly, she could be talking about another old man who loves chocolate chip ice cream and falls off his bike quite a bit and falls upstairs. World record holder with how many stairs he's fallen up. She could be talking about him for all we know, but she actually is talking about Trump. Can you imagine Trump? And then he just goes, bow down, bitches. What? What are you talking about? It's absolutely amazing. If you don't know who this lady is, her name is Jennifer Lewis. And this is not the first time that she's gone off on Trump. I'm telling you, it's a rough TDS, man. I mean, this strain is just like, whew. You have no idea. I actually have another video of her going off on Trump again. It's so weird. If you don't know, if you've never seen her, she's an actress. I think she's on a show called Blackish. She was on a few different movies, a bunch of different movies throughout time. I can't think of any of them. Okay. She's not that memorable. This, in fact, is the most memorable thing that I've seen her do. Um, but here's another video of her talking about Trump. Excuse me there. Sorry. So, this is crazy. And just, it's sad too, right? Because, she seems like a pretty lady. She seems like, a smart woman at times. But then it's just like, I don't know, man. The way that they have some of these actors march out and do this for the black community, it's wild that I myself will be called an Uncle Tom because I have shirts like this. Because I have shirts like this. You know what I mean? Because I make the videos I make. Because I say the things I say. Because I talk white. That I'll be called an Uncle Tom. But somebody who then marches out to the black community and says things that are not true and tries to fearmonger them, well, that person's just yes, queen, slay, intelligent woman, speaking the truth. It's crazy. I say it all the time. I don't understand how the black community has gotten to a point where we demonize the best of us and praise the worst of us. And for some reason, most of us can't see through this nonsense. No one is picking up that this happens every election cycle. No one's picking up that this is the old divide and conquer. No one's picking up on that. Everybody just eats this type of stuff up. It's ridiculous. Let's listen to this one.
You don't get to sit down and wait for 4 years until he's gone because everything's so fucked up. You fight. Make a difference. Get a kid to mentor. Do something to resist that. You don't get to hate him. I don't hate him. I feel sorry for him. Because like I said, I know what mental illness is.
Do you think he'll ever be able to get the help that he needs?
No, he won't get help. Because on top of his mental illness, he's a sociopath. They don't have feelings. They just don't give a fuck who's in the way. Just get the fuck out of the way. You saw the way he pushed that other leader out of the way. And then,
never seen anything like that before.
It's madness that he represents the world. See, he's just not fucking up America. It's the world. And they're looking at us like we're fucking insane.
Wow.
And God...
It's so crazy that she's displaying, and this is, listen, I know this is a funny video, but I have to say it. This is the work of Saul Alinsky, where you accuse them of exactly what you are. She's screaming about mental illness, and she's literally pointing at someone like she's a Game of Thrones character going, the world. Here, the world. Mentor somebody. Do something. Like, are you kidding me right now? Are you a real person? Real people don't do this. Real people don't act like this. She's screaming about mental illness. And she's clearly, look at her. You're clearly displaying mental illness. You're screaming about Donald Trump. You're saying you don't hate him, and then you're screaming about how messed up he is. You're pointing at this young black interviewer. You're saying he represents madness. I know about mental illness. He has mental illness, and he's a sociopath. Like, you're describing you. You're describing Hollywood actors, and that's what you are. That's what you're describing, and you're showing it at the same time. You're looking at the interviewer with crazy eyes. I can't even open my eyes the way you're looking at him like, oh, the world. And you're thinking you're being so impactful. And the crazy thing is, again, back to the black community, is that is impacting some of them. Some of them look at that and they go, oh man, he is crazy. Do you see how he pushed that guy and woo? It's like, what do you do? What are you talking? What is this? I can't believe things like this actually work on people. When I see stuff like this now, I'm just like, I can't believe it. You know, I would love to see the bank account. I would love to see the bank account after they do stuff like this. I would love to see where the money's coming from. I'd love to know because I know there's not no money after you don't do this for free. It's either some weird Diddy type stuff where they have a tape of you doing something, or you're getting paid. Somebody's saying, here you go, good job. Something's happening. There's no way you're just doing this because this is how you feel. You're going to an interview. Let me tell you something. I've done a lot of interviews in my life. You have to go and set up, and there's times you have to put aside your day. You have to prep. You have to get mic'd up. You have to, in her case, you got to do makeup. You have to do all this stuff, and then you have to sit down with somebody. If you're doing an interview, there's a lot that goes into it. You're not just doing that for no reason. Absolutely ridiculous. One of the most theatric cases of TDS I have ever seen. Again, her name is Jennifer Lewis. She is an actor, as you can see. Let me know what you guys think about this whole thing. And let me know, because I'm asking you. I'm asking the world. The world. Like, subscribe, share. I'm out.